Could tell you that they love you when they never mean it. True love come from God in the name of Jesus. Turn my back on the king, I committed treason. Thank God he forgives, now his name I'm preaching, screaming Jesus.
Little fake handoff, and Bryce Williams is all by himself. Deep three for Ward. Riley, my goodness, from NBA range. Extra pass to Riley. In the corner for three. Yakachonas for three. Hard off the back iron. Asijan had it in his hands, taken away by Boswell. And in the scramble, Riley's three in the corner is good.
No matter what the matchups are, it's going to be really, really fun.
Top 15 teams get in. Riley trying to get some space. Riley, tough shot.
Bryce Dortch staying right there with him. That's more impressive than if it looked pure.
Yeah, the margin for error is very slim.
Yeah.
Way to go, Avi. Well, Riley inside makes it an 8-point ball game.
That spin move just changing direction.
To Hummerkaus for three. Got it. Hummerkaus, you don't want to get him.
It's got a feel for Illinois like there's 6 or 7 players out there right now as Riley gets into the scoring column.
To get it going. Bill Riley, terrific last night. 4 straight games in double figures. It's been a rough first half. One of the positives for the Illini has been that they have found opportunities there on the offensive boards.
And there's Will Riley at his best, getting downhill, going to the rim, and puts it in for one more. On a bounce, Riley.
Great help from Derek Queen. He's guarding Visic. He takes away that cut from Riley.
And Riley has to force up a contested jumper. He's talented enough to hit it. He does.
Right there. That's a big-time shot.
Top scorer and their best player picked up a second early whistle less than 3 minutes into the game, so they continue to play without him. Riley buries it. Deep shot.
And yet it's only a 3-possession game.
I beg your pardon, 0 for 4. This is Boswell into the corner for Riley. Visic, the leader, soft touch
For both of these teams.
So an 8-point game. Riley spinning away from Richardson, taking contact.
White, back it goes to Riley. A little low on the pass. He had an open look for a moment. Riley into the paint. That jumper rolls home. Riley again for three and hits it again. Riley trying to keep Illinois afloat. He's got 14. Illinois' base on out-of-bound defense has really got to step up. And yet just a 6-point game. Riley trying to make it a 4-point game, and he does.
And the rebound is pulled down by Kylan Boswell, the Arizona transfer. He's from Champaign. And he's back here, an important part of the team. Riley will slither his way inside.
He's up and down, and we talked about it the last 4 games. They cut to the basket. Cut! Nice job.
Riley got the terrific pass. It's Will Riley on top.
They're looking to get him maybe going towards the basket a little bit. There you go.
Freshman Colin White defending just off the bench, but he puts it over.
A self-inflicted wound turnover for Illinois, just handling the ball. As Williams had Boswell on his hip, a wild shot put over everything. And quickly Riley, the lob underneath, finds Trey White. And Bryce Williams trying to drive the ball to the basket. Fred Hoiberg wanted a foul to no avail, but now Illinois is off to the races. And here comes Riley. Boswell back to Riley, and we're tied at 16.
Oh, in the afterlife, the good Dr. Naismith is smiling.
Jonas got hit in the eye. Play on. Here's Riley mowing the shoulder on Odicali. Letting him play here tonight. Good memories for Brad Underwood back here in the Twin Cities. There's Riley ducking under, blocked by Odicali. Another second chance here. Here's another fine pass. Riley to Davis.
Trey White, who's been around USC, Louisville. He's been to an NCAA tournament a couple of years ago with the Trojans.
Look at that pass again.
Another dive by Riley.
Riley, the first one I think was at Penn State.
It is 5-on-4 still, actually. There's the skip to get an open look. That three is down for Riley.
I felt like Lucas, this is advantage number 7.
First game over to help. They'll skip it for White for the tie. It's good.
How about that cross court? That's why he turns his back on the inbounder.
Heidi has 4 fouls. Riley taking him to task.
He is excellent one-on-one.
no matter what happens, they don't take those down.
Think about who you have to beat to get there. With the way that the bracket shook out last night, it was the best teams that could be remaining.
Davis for three.
Another assist from Riley.
Riley for three. My goodness. With 12 tonight. But Illinois has just been so good. This end of the floor, and that continues.
How about?
Good thing Ivisic did not fall off the elevated floor right there. That came close as he was saving that. That's the last thing that needs to happen to that young man. Riley, heat check time. And Brad Underwood just stays seated and says, yep, I'm going to watch this show. And the bench is loving it.
7 of 23 from 3 on the season. Riley starts the second half on the floor. Nice find into Boswell.
Kind of a look what I found. Will Riley left his feet to pass.
So Illinois basketball after all that. Riley goes to the cup, up and under for 2. Boswell with the left hand. Didn't get it. Johnson keeps it alive for the Illini. Now Riley. Riley finishes. Ace Bailey also back on the floor for Rutgers, and Bailey threw it away.
They trapped him out of that timeout. Now Illinois has got numbers.
Riley feeds. Tie game, 50 all. Illinois, Boswell, Yakuchonis, they rebound the heck out of it. Riley inside. Johnson got space and jams it home. On the other end, though, Johnson strong.
And Will Riley setting the table beautifully here, and Morez Johnson knows exactly what to do with it. We've got a good one.
That is ranked number 12 in the country.
Well, with this Spartans team, the sum of the whole is greater than the individual parts, and that's Will Riley, the outstanding freshman.
Career starts in the 2 games recently that Yakuchonis missed, Clark, with that forearm injury. Yakuchonis back in the lineup in their game on Tuesday, but
for 3. Humrickhouse has been all over the offensive glass. Riley now buries it.
But you've got multiple Illini going up to get that offensive rebound. Jonas and then the offensive glass paying off big time. Illinois, one of the best offensive rebounding teams.
And the switch, Riley, step back 3. Riley's feeling it.
That is a degree of difficulty, 10 out of 10 right there.
Second half.
Man, these count here, and this is the second game we're in the second half. Will Riley has started to just take over.
And he's closing in on E.G. Liddell in terms of all-time Buckeye scoring. And the leader, Clark. Yeah, the leader. Right, wow. Whoa!
Well, Thornton answers down the other end with his pull-up 3. And how about Riley answering down his side, possibly. We'll see if he can slide one down to the basket. There he goes now.
Riley again into 2 defenders.
Johnson going down the middle of the floor to Ohio State now. You have Riley driving it. Nice bump and go with his shot.
Fighting Illini on a 7-0 run.
He's got confidence.
Riley up high. Johnson will finish.
Yeah, you can see that Riley has the confidence right now.
We see a little difference in defense. They're going to a zone.
You see here Kasparis recognizing it. Riley in the corner. You can't stop him. He wasn't even supposed to be playing this year. He was originally in the class of 2025. Jake Davis doesn't get that one to fall. Will Riley there to scoop it up for his 18th point. Brad Underwood coach squad. Underwood known for being able to coach defense. Here's Yakuchonis outside finding Riley wide open for the tray. His legs cut out from under him, but it doesn't matter. Just an incredible shot from Will.
We crossed the 13-minute mark in this first half. 8-point Illini lead. Dude, look at what the freshman Riley has done. Backdoor! Humrickhouse gets him reset to Riley. 7 to shoot. Riley fires and sticks it.
We all need a break. Will Riley! I didn't know.
Riley and Mobley. Riley at 3.
That was the first look Kevin we saw of the zone just then, and they really didn't communicate well on the perimeter just then. Possibly a three-point play. Oh, look at him. He can sense what's going on right here too. Nothing there, so he takes.
Yakachonis now, the skip to Riley. Riley on the spin. Pass Young. Well, matchups are going to obviously play a big role when it comes to what Illinois does on their next stop in the big dance. Here's Will Riley going downhill off the window for 2 more. Riley's got 12.
So many good teams. There's so much on the line. The Big Ten tournament, such a great event. Lived up to the billing here this year.
Will Riley sinks that 3.
Yakachonis with it now. Screen set by Ivisic. Riley outside takes a 3. Good! Top of the key. Riley outside finds DGL cross court. And he gets it to go again. Here's Yakachonis inbounding with it now. Riley catches the 3, drains it.
3 points, Illinois.
Will Riley's fortes, look at this. Coming off the screen from Merez Johnson. Got it.
Will Riley of the...
That is a 10-0 run for the Boilermakers now, and it is very quiet.
Nice pass, but again the cut. He was sits in the right spot. Riley with the foul. When you leave your 3, generally it's a...
This is against the 10th best 2-point defense in the country. Purdue's getting all these layups.
Look at this nice cut again. They've done that terrific. Great read on the double. They came baseline. They thought they camouflaged it.
Riley shaking down the lane.
Nice pass.
And he got it to Ivisic.
Nice.
Trying to create some space. Little floater. Missed it. Johnson had it. Riley the save. Inside. Johnson. Boy, and that play made possible by the freshman Riley. Boswell to Riley. Turns the corner. Here comes the freshman. Puts it down. And contact. With a gigantic play for the Illini.
The elite scorer.
The block there from Kerry Booth. We mentioned his father's the all-time blocks leader at Penn State. Riley, the Euro step, gets it to fall. Yakachonis corrals his 5th board of the game. Dre Gibbs, Lawhorn from way behind the arc. Riley there to corral it. Reverse and 1! Player in the 2025 recruiting class. Consensus topster with a nice find to Curtis. Curtis is having a nice game, gets rejected by Merez Johnson. Booth corrals the board. Riley with the heat check. Listen to this crowd. With that, we take a we're gonna stay here. Riley just unable to.
This could be a one-possession game. Yakachonis steps back, he's closed out. Riley, step back, 3, got it!
And he knew he had Smith. He knew he had 5 inches to spare.
His whole Purdue career, 8.5 assists every game.
It's just amazing. Look at the ability to shoot outside, closing that half, getting him in touch. Riley.
Covered. Riley on the attack. And smooth. He's got so many skills. Patterson with 7. Drives on Riley. No. Change there for Illinois defensively tonight. It's Riley. Pass. Kicks it out. Humrick House lets it fly. His 3rd. It's the 15th foul on the Gophers. Riley spins on Otakali. Wow, went left, went right, spun back left.
Tough shot, but late in the shot clock. How about that? Coleman really afraid to get that other foul. Tough for the big guy to get the vision. Well, this has been the trademark tonight. He just elevates over.
They've been able to get in the lane and score, which has allowed then the 3-point shot to kind of come as this game has unfolded.
And look at the joy the young men in orange are showing and having tonight. Smiles about it for good reason.
Impressive tonight.
All this young talent.
Will Riley takes a fade away, and he gets it to fall. Can this guy miss?
Patterson, the first gopher to double figures. He has 11. He's had a good first half. Riley sees an open lane and scores off the glass.